Magazine Monday, Magazine Monday. There's some trains running around the table. Kind of stripped down the layout, obviously because there's going to be some foam work going on, but I have the Garden Railway unit over here. It is a warm day in San Diego, gotta love it. Post Labor Day, now we are heading towards the fall. Hopefully at breakneck speed, could use a small break from the heat. And our Hooters is now out of business. No customers in there. But not forgotten. Anyways, magazines, here we go. Bing Bang Boomerang. Pulled these ones from the grab bag pile. So let's get to this one right here. Doing 1975. Not 79, but 75. Model Railroader magazine from Paint Shop to Pike. This exploded and look, the train came out of the paper. Pretty cool. And that's what you get, a nice little this with a that and a wiffle ball bat. 1975, how the times have changed. This is an F unit, looks really good. That Alco PA, but this is an FA. That's right, it only has BB trucks. And you can tell the difference, obviously, is you have only 2 axles per piece here. Looks like some sort of Jeep unit right here in the foreground. So let's throw down. What do we get to look at? Stuff, buy more stuff, buy so much stuff, stuff to buy. Ooh, look at this, Tyco summer track sale. You too can have your own crappy Tyco track. How the times have changed, I'll keep saying it. More stuff to buy, more stuff to buy. Gosh, look at that. I'm a Yankee Doodle paint scheme. There you go, a little bit of Americana right there. Who put that out? I don't even know. Oh, yeah, it is Tyco. Yay. Yay for Tyco. Got yourself some Bachman. Got yourself some other stuff. And we're going to keep on moving through this magazine. This is nice. Gotta love these M-Track cars. A lot of this stuff in black and white back in the day because you had to pay for the color pictures. So we stuck mostly to just black and white printing of the press. Unless it was necessary to spend the extra cash. I love this. Look at that. Tilted rail. Look at that thing. Hiawatha. Here it comes. There it goes. Ba 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 ba. So cool. Gotta love the streamliner. Just love that era, that Art Deco era, which kind of led into this, the FA, PA, E unit, F units. Look at this guy. These boxy noses, always very intriguing. Beautiful paint scheme. Beautiful. That's it? Just one? That was on the cover and that's it. Well, here you go. That's what you do. You get a blank one. You cover it in some tape and then Yahtzee. For some reason, it comes out by itself like that. All you got to do is cover it in tape. Kidding. Got to have a little bit of skill for that, Bill. Love this. Look at that. Old school narrow gauge. What is that? Is that a 35 tonner? I don't even know. But it's a 3-foot gauge one. That looks neato. Neato panito. Look at this. Kit bashing a Baldwin AS 616 or 616, however you'd like to pronounce it. That's a really cool. Whenever I just hear the term kit bash, just makes me think of Mr. Halpin. Kit bashed it, sold it for more than it was worth. I bet you did, Mr. Halpin. I bet you did. Well, I did. I'm serious. I kit bashed the whole thing, then sold it for more than it was worth. That's what Mr. Halpin used to say. Love this power line. Blueprints. Gives you all the schematics. This is what you should do. You got your dangle dangle and your wrangle wrangle. Really cool. Really cool. Gives you the layout, gives you the lowdown. So you could throw down. Oh, I love it. Southern California Edison Company. See, this is what I was talking about, is these blueprints that you'd get where you too, with or without you. Now, where you yourself could actually take these and just marry them up to some cardstock and then do your own cutouts or styrene, however you want to do it. And this is exactly what it needs to look like. Gotta love these blueprints that used to come along in the magazine, even down to the point where you could model these things too. What is that, a flywheel? Yes, it is. That's a flywheel. So cool. And then on the backside, you got this giant articulated stem engine. Duluth, Mesabi, and Iron Range 2882, man. Those things were heck of a units. Unstoppable. Really cool to see these mags from back in the day. Look at these guys. I mean, the people that put these things together were unstoppable. Unstoppable, like I just said. They were determined and they were focused and they really made it work. And this guy, look at this. We actually have power running through the wires. And the cars would actually run off of those things, man. Die-cast metal, shiny and new. There they are, painted up. Once again, you just wrap them in tape and then they come out like that. I don't know, some sort of scale magic. Looks really cool. I love that. Model of the Month award goes to this piece of equipment. Look at that, man. That is something else, if I do say so myself. A little bit of color photos there so we could take a good look. Look at the detail in this shot. Boom. I mean, this is from a different era of even model railroading, when this museum quality stuff was just, you had to source your materials. Everything was done by catalog. You were waiting weeks at a time for stuff to come in. And then you couldn't even, Allegheny and Ohio Railroad. And then, you know, you'd write in, hey, this is what I want. This is, I'd like this and that. And then sometimes they'd write you back 2 weeks later. Sorry, we don't got it in stock. We don't know when it's going to be back in. But that is that. Look at this waterfront. Good Lord. Now that is something. Got to give it to him. Got to give it to him. Way to go. Whew. All right, let's speed on through here. What else we got? Oh, I love this. I actually missed it. This was called Student Fair, and they used to feature little things that would be done by the people that were, you know, budding model railroaders, young bloods, kids in school, and they would show their different layouts. Look at that. So cool. Let's see. My N-scale layout. I would like to tell you about my 4x10 foot N-scale layout and how I built it. Always inspiring for me as a kid, because you would see like, oh, other kids are doing this too. So, and they would feature the works done by the young bloods in the hobby. Really cool. And look at how they used to do it. For sale. I have some S-scale stuff. Look, they used to actually have a classified marketplace. For sale stuff. Lots of stuff. Love it. Love it, love it. All right, let's see if they got an Along the Line in this yet. That was always my favorite back in the 90s. No Along the Line. There you go. Ending the magazine. Hope you all had a fun time here. Magazine Monday. Magazine Monday. Maybe we'll do this one next week. I don't know, or maybe we'll do something from the 80s. This was all 70s, so let's find something from the 80s and then go to the 90s, 2000s, and rinse and repeat. All right, so hope you all had a great view of that magazine and were as entertained as I was. Now we're just going to finish up with this cool still shot. Hold the camera steady, Timmy. Hold the camera steady. Hold the camera steady. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Look at that amazing weathering work, Timmy. UG. Kidding. That was done by John Mariscalco. John Mariscalco. I did a little bit of powder work on those. Mariscalco. That guy, he knows how to really get it done. But the first three, that's your homeboy Timmy doing those ones. All right. Well, other than that, be cool. Be safe. Watch out for accident. Gotta love it. We'll see you guys next week on Magazine Monday. Magazine Monday.